About 20 years ago, my wife and I wanted to make a commitment to the Bowie Center for the Performing Arts. And as you know, it is attached to Bowie High School. But for 20 years, all that was here was this sign. It was a blank wall, and on occasion people would say, "Hey, I went to a performance here and you've got a sign there and nothing else." And I said, "Well, I haven't figured out the right thing to put up on the wall yet."
Yeah.
Senator Peters really was a staunch advocate around making sure that we honored students in their academic legacy. I can remember him coming to me to talk about what he envisioned this wall to look like. And with the help of my assistant, Amber Wilson, they came up with the structure that you see behind me now. It's an opportunity to highlight those students who've made amazing academic gains and who, through his elected official appointment, was able to support them financially as they pursued their academic endeavors.
About 20 years ago, my wife and I wanted to make a commitment to the Bowie Center for the Performing Arts. And as you know, it is attached to Bowie High School. But for 20 years, all that was here was this sign. It was a blank wall, and on occasion people would say, "Hey, I went to a performance here and you've got a sign there and nothing else." And I said, "Well, I haven't figured out the right thing to put up on the wall yet." So, with the help of Senator Ron Watson, he and I got together and decided what would be better than to give it to Bowie High School seniors who are graduating who get scholarships. So this is what the scholarship wall has now evolved into. It was completely designed by Senator Ron Watson, and I have a couple of token things in here that I think are important. Number one is Lori Faith Morris was my chief of staff for 15 years in the Senate and served with me for another 5 in the county council. She went through every single scholarship, and she always came to me and said, "Doug, we really need to give a scholarship to this person because they're in need." And there were some letters there that were just heart-wrenching. You know, I remember one in particular where the senior had become an orphan. The father had died of cancer, and the mother had passed about a week after. And I thought, well, I don't know how this person is even every day waking up and being motivated to go to school. But not only did they want to go to school, but they wanted to continue on with their studies. So all these scholarships are based on needs, number one. Number two, community activity and philanthropy. And again, my wife and I really stress our commitment to the philanthropy part of Bowie. We've always loved Bowie. Bowie has given a lot to us. We want to give back to Bowie. So if you look at the wall, you'll see that there's a number of names here, alphabetical order, that are Bowie High School students that applied for the senatorial scholarship. Some were many, there's a number that were more than others, as you see in the different placards, but that's because maybe that particular year there weren't that many applicants. So we tried to take almost 100% of the Bowie High School applicants that we got. But a lot of it is really inspiring because the students were the ones who came in and actually initiated the process. You know, rarely did the parents actually put the scholarships in. It was always the students, and they were handwritten essays, and they were really spectacular. Many of the essays were just, like I said earlier, heart-wrenching. But a lot of these aren't the 4.2s that are going to Yale people. These are vocational school students. These are students, these are like you and me, everyday students like I was. I went to Maryland. These are students who just want to continue to improve themselves and be better citizens. So what happened was then, Ron designed a wall so that it would continue on with him as the senator. So it would be something that just wouldn't be static. It would be something that would be free-flowing. And as you can see, as you go down the line, I stopped here in 2022 when I retired, and Ron picks up in 2022, 2023.
I'm Senator Ron Watson. I was honored to replace Senator Doug Peters, but more honored to help him get this wall together. When we designed it, it was a joint collaboration, and as you can see, the number of students we give scholarships to varies each year because these are only students who are going to Maryland schools for higher education. This wall will contain 24 years of history, and we made it like that because what Doug Peters has done for this district as senator, as council member, is something that's very memorable, and we wanted this to last for a long time. So we honor not only the city of Bowie, but everybody who graduated from Bowie High School in this. We're very, very proud, and we want to continue acknowledging and promoting students to go to higher education.
The wall was something tied in with the high school that's next door, where they were giving a scholarship to the deserving kids next door, just helping them out. And because we're so closely affiliated, it's ironic, some of the people on that wall used to work here as kids. Yeah, so like I know some of the people that actually got scholarships on that wall, so it's just something that ties in with the school, because we're Performing Arts Center, but we also are big on that educational base of everything, so it just kind of tied in perfectly. We talked and we mapped out how it was going to look and mapped out the space and all that, and then we had set a date, and then that date came around, nothing happened. So Senator Watson, he comes to some of the shows here, and then he started to inquire about pushing this forward to let's get it done. So we all kind of just like communicated, and we got it done.
So my name is Rachel Turner. I went to Bowie High School from 2012 until 2016. And while I was at Bowie, they started advertising about the senatorial scholarship. And so that's how I learned about it, and I applied, and I was awarded with the scholarship. I really liked how this one felt like more on a personal level, like without the scholarship, and the other scholarships that I applied for as well. It obviously helped me to eventually graduate from the University of Maryland, and then using my degree in criminology and criminal justice, I was able to get into the workforce. It impacted my family a lot because, like I said, with this scholarship and the other scholarships, I was able to come out of college, debt-free. So it really, had a very huge impact on my family. So when I first got the letter, which I actually have sitting right in front of me, I remember opening it and being, proud of myself and very thankful to Senator Peters for the opportunity to, be awarded the scholarship and to put it to good use. And I knew that I wanted to use it to further my education and, start my career. So I was very thankful. I would say that he was a great, individual. I did have the opportunity to meet him. And he was just, a great person. And, he was very helping and wanted to help the students at Bowie High School, which is why I think he wanted to advertise his scholarship there. So I would say to take full advantage of, any scholarships that Bowie is offering.
How do you believe scholarship recipients who have received this can pay it forward?
Good question. I think that by graduating and becoming a part of the workforce, using your degree, I think would be great. Also, if you ever get the opportunity to set up your own scholarship, you could say, that Doug Peters, gave me this scholarship, so now I'm going to continue that tradition of, giving other students scholarships that could help them the way that Senator Peters' scholarship helped me.
You're listening to Bowie High School's Student Orchestra. They are led by Bowie's orchestra director. She has a very special story, one that begins when she herself was in high school. Her name is Morgan Freeman.
My name is Morgan Freeman. I am the orchestra director at Bowie High School, and I am a recipient of the Douglas J.J. Peters Senatorial Scholarship. So when I was younger, my brothers were a part of Boy Scouts in the Bowie area, and I remember seeing Senator Peters come to some of their events. Like he presented my older brother with a walking stick, I believe, at his Eagle Scout ceremony, and I saw him at a lot of other events. So when it was time to apply for scholarships for college, the senatorial one was one that I made sure to look at. So, well, the scholarship did help me go to college. I ended up attending Towson University for 4 years, so it helped us financially there. I decided to go into music education. So I've been playing instruments since I was 9 years old. I always had really good experiences with the music teachers in this county, because I went to elementary school, middle school, and obviously high school in Prince George's County. And so my experiences in orchestra, especially in middle and high school, being able to perform and go on trips and just have fun on my instrument, it made me want to do that with kids as well. And I wanted to be in this county because of the population of students. I would be teaching kids that look like me, and they don't often get to see string players specifically that look like them. So coming back here to teach them music, to give them the experience I had here, it meant a lot to me.
Growing up, we're one of 6 kids, so a very, very big family. Never a dull moment in the household.
Always something going on, whether it's sports or anything school related, and then you have, just chill time at home. But Dad, when he comes home, he was always Dad. He never really knew much about what he was doing. I mean, we have a meeting here and there, or this dedication or that. And it wasn't until I think we got a little older where I was like, oh wow, look at he did this and that. That's what he meant when he was going out this day. And so, yeah, as I got older, I got to appreciate that and see what he's really doing.
Yeah, and I gotta say, we're pretty proud. Just seeing the wall and all the work he does. He's a very humble guy, and with my mom, with so much support and great coworkers. I love that Lori's getting the shout out on the wall, and all the support that they've helped lend to make all this happen. But yeah, just proud. We're proud to be from Bowie, and proud to see the commitment that has taken place for these scholarships and the commitment to the future to help more people in our community. I don't know how they did it sometimes.
I was gonna say that too. Now that I have a
Yeah.
1-year-old, I don't know how they did it with all of us, but they balance each other out very well. My dad is really like the get up and go, go, go. And my mom is too, but like in her own way at home. Like she is really like what keeps everyone together. I remember growing up, schedule-wise, she knew what everyone was doing, all 6 of us and our names, like doot, 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 doot.
Color-coded calendar.
Yeah,
you know.
and then my dad would have a separate one because, again, he's the doer, but my mom was really behind the scenes making sure he's making it to this place, that place. Oh, dentist appointment here. Are you ready yet? You need to get out the door. So, yeah, she's home base. She was really making sure everyone was together, and that definitely includes him.
And it's definitely pretty special. It makes you reflect. You know, we're still relatively young, so we have a lot of time to think about the future, and I think we'll always lean on our parents' commitment to the community, and really impressed and proud by their work.
Yeah.
Left a big legacy. So.
And I think as we're older, we really appreciate it more. Again, when we were younger, he was just, dad was gone. Where is he? He's at work. Okay, what does he really do there? I don't know.
Yeah.
He dresses up during the day and he leaves. And but growing up now, to actually visually see what he's done and put together and brought to life, definitely appreciate it a lot more than when we were younger. Now I know what he's doing.
Yeah, and some of the sacrifices that come along with it, as you mentioned, like balancing work and family, and finding a way to do worthwhile work that you're proud of and helps others is really inspiring. I think it's pretty awesome.
I'm forever grateful for his creativity, his thoughtfulness, but more importantly for his advocacy for students. Whether it's on the field, whether it's a turf field, or in the classroom, he will sorely be missed for his advocacy. Thank you for all that you've done.
And I'm really grateful to Senator Peters and for everything that he did to help me.
For a person like me that's most of their life has been dealing with working with children, working with kids, right? This building, we are really, we put a real strong emphasis on education as well, and teaching and all that. So all of that goes hand in hand with what the wall is about. The educational part is real big here, so it just ties hand in hand. It's like a perfect marriage for what the building represents.
You gonna keep working here for a minute?
Oh yeah, I ain't going nowhere.